Hello, everybody. This is Love from Above by your Sibling Spirit Guides. I'm Maureen, and this is my brother.
Hey Maureen, hey everyone, this is Brian.
Hey, Brian. We're so happy to be here. On this podcast, we share daily channelings we receive from star beings, ascended masters, mythical beings who really exist, and occasionally our ancestors. Brian, today everyone needs to listen to this podcast. It's about good news. Who doesn't want to receive good news?
Oh, come on, I'm all for it. Let's get into it. So, yeah, good news is everyone wants to hear about good news. So, let's get into it.
Yeah, so here's topic one. Drink the wine, savor a good meal, and kiss the baby. Yes, this is from March 14th, 2025. It says, it is best for us to inherit the bodily functions for the duration of this session. You can assume that our words are of the highest consistency. So I'm going to stop right there. So sometimes I would say sometimes when I channel, the words come through me and like I will see the words and then speak them. But sometimes, and this is, I think, even more accurate, they take hold of my body and they speak through me. Can you tell the difference, Brian, when you're listening to the recordings?
No, I can't say that I can.
Yeah, so I just know that this is really accurate because they are actually speaking through me. There's nothing for you to worry about. All is cared for by a great heavenly council that assists with those who can utilize these resources. Oh, how we dote on our human partners. If only they recognize the wealth held within their abodes. When we use the word abodes, we extend that word to mean the totality of their existence. Right now, opportunities exist within the earthly hologram for rapid ascension. These unique opportunities provide global relief for the strains on multiple populations. Preparations are underway to receive a host, a multitude, who wish to acclimate to these higher desired frequencies, like a flower that pushes through the newly tilled soil. There is much to see and attend to, for all is a wonder to behold. Now is the time to drink the wine, savor the meal, meet a good friend, kiss the baby. For if not now, when will the opportunity become more available? We see you ascertain the emotional responsibilities of one lifetime. There are many who adore the present state of chaotic tribulation. They wish to continue what no longer serves. Understood that the changing world order is necessary to achieve the greatness that is sure to come. Wow. What do you think about that, brother?
There's a lot to unpack there. So, I mean, I'm all for um, the positive aspects of it, but it's interesting. Yeah, just be focus on the positive. But it's interesting that they say there are many who are adore the present state of chaotic tribulation. So, I think that's very common. I think even though as we've talked, the news focus on all the negative, but there's a lot of really positive things going out in the world that don't get really reported on. That I think is what needs to be focused on.
Yeah, I love this message. I mean, I really love the message to drink the wine, savor the meal, kiss the baby, because really what that's talking about is being present in the moment. And when you start to worry about the future, the chaos in the world, whether it be an earthquake or the stock market, you're worrying about the future. And, to kiss the baby and drink the wine. That's right here, right now, right?
Yeah, perfectly said. Perfectly said. So then they go on. This topic two is the nugget within from March 18th of 2025. And it says, we enter the physical frame now, we speak through this body. We liken this experience to the sun's radiance rays approaching the earth for all needs light to nourish and grow and develop in the light of the one creator. Similarly, a soul needs to develop and grow in a certain direction, and we assist with these complicated processes. For while a tree or shrub or flower appears simply to move and bend and grow towards the sun, there are many complicated processes happening within the vessels of the plants, leaves, and limbs. The same is true for humanity. So what do you think about that? So it's interesting. I love the analogy here about like the shrubs or plants that grow in the direction of the sun, and it's similar to how we are growing in the light of the one creator.
Right. And I also take these complicated processes. They don't say this directly, but they do say that they are assisting. And, again, one of the major reoccurring messages that we get is to you work with those above, beyond, and below, and that they're here to help with these complicated processes. So if you got something complicated going on in your life, to ask for help, because it needs to be a partnership. I mean, that's a message we get over and over and over again. I mean, we could do 100 podcasts on just that alone, right?
Yeah, that's what we always ask for help. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll go on. They say we regale in these opportunity to discuss life-affirming matters with those who can heed these important words. The concave of experiences that one enjoys is dependent upon the centrifugal nature of their energetic force. We comprehend that you do not understand our meaning. Whatever lies within the nugget, the wisdom of the soul spins forth. The analogy that you have selected from your mind's resources is apt. So at this time, I was seeing like cotton candy, how it spins from just like a little wisp
Yeah.
into. So they said this inner nugget should be of peace and rest and love and gratitude. That if that is what shall spin outwards for all to see and reflect upon with their own self. So I'm going to stop right there. I mean, what do you think about that analogy?
Yeah. So the inner nugget I do like the analogy of the cotton candy. So that does sort of put it into perspective because without that I wasn't really getting it. But it is interesting that I think that's a good way of explaining it. I'm not sure what other way to describe it, but I think that does a good job. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so they go on to say for each person has an opportunity to reflect on the personal natures that represent themselves. We assist with up, upgrading a term used in your vernacular, the centrifugal forces, so that the exterior is more pleasing and provides ample opportunities for growth. Let me just pause there. They keep on mentioning this centrifugal forces, which is interesting, um, but anyway, if we return to our garden analogy, it would be nourishing the interior of the plant's vessels to ensure the proper growth and nutrition. That is our one purpose. We are likened to nature spirits, but with human adaptees. With we are one with this human frame. We experience the delights of this person's life's experience as our own. In this way, we recognize in a deeper manufactured way the personal resonance of each individual. There are those who see humanity from far away and believe that the answers that and the solutions to be provided to your myriad of opportunities is one that can be easily rectified. However, living within the cellular structure, we can appreciate the doubts and the individual concerns. In this way, we are better able to advise those who assist humanity, strengthening our bonds. Um, so that's really wrapping it up. So since it says I mean, it's like they are they really understand each individual that it's going through um at a very cellular structure. It's very interesting. What are your thoughts on this?
I used to have a friend when my youngest child was in school. It was so much fun. And she would talk about this. She would talk about how she's like, you need to talk to your guides because sometimes they forget about what it's like to be in the human body. And they think you can do this and this and this and this and this. And she's like, no, remember what it's like to be down here. It's more difficult than you can appreciate. And I'm sure it's the same in any situation. You could look at your friend, or you could even look at like a celebrity, and you're like, oh, why can't they figure this out? Well, when you're in the midst of it, it's a lot more difficult, and you can't appreciate what their experience is. So yeah, I think that that's beautiful that they're able to commune with us and then understand in a deeper way how to adjust our I can't even say that word, Brian, but you know what I'm talking about. And to make us, grow in the love and the light of the one creator. So it's fascinating, just fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll go on with topic three, which this is interesting. They came through with this. This is just a short message. This is on March 26th. I didn't even know what the heck this was. They were talking about the plentitudes, which they go on to explain what they are. They say, we are here to communicate to your kind. We liken ourselves to a wisp of air that travels at great speeds that you cannot see. The plentitudes, and I stopped them right there. I said, I don't even know what that word means. And they said, the plentitudes means the abundance of goodness for humans to share amongst themselves. The plenitudes are constantly refilled, so there's never a dearth of supply. For example, kindness. There is a never-ending supply of kindness. No matter how much a human expends, there is more to have and more to share. These are the plenitudes. They are worthy of your attention, though they are rarely counted as your personal possessions. Brian, what do you think about the plenitudes?
Yeah, I've never heard that term either, but I love it's a never-ending supply, um, constantly refilled. So that is interesting. Something else to be aware of, and that's a great message.
What I like about it is that so often as humans, we're focused on the material, the tangible. So this is really kindness, joy, peace. These are intangible. But once you tap into them, there's a never-ending supply. So imagine tapping into a source of bliss. Guess what? It's never ending. So that is really inspirational for me.
Yeah, great message. And then yeah, we have one other sort of short message from March 4th, topic 4, real view of the world. Um, So it says, if you saw the world as it existed, all would be banished from the mind space that dwells in fear and negativity. The world truly is a marvelous location to dwell for many lifetimes. The love expanded between like-minded individuals spawns energetic circles which spin like a never-ending dryer. The warmth in your physical body from experiencing the joy, pleasure, uh, of knowing another soul ignites the altruistic nature of humankind. Um, Said this rest which you'll be near. So interesting. So, uh, what do you make of that message, Maureen?
Well, here's what I make. This is what I think. And I don't know if you feel the same way, but once I make a connection with someone, like I can honestly feel that as a tangible thing. And even though I might not see that person for a while, like I still can feel connected to them. And so I love this idea that we're spawning these energetic circles because I'm telling you, that's something I can definitely feel. I can definitely feel. And if you're a friend of mine and I haven't talked to you in a couple of months or a couple of years, let me tell you, I tell this to people all the time when I travel the world. Like if I make a connection with somebody, like I still feel like I carry them in the heart. Like I think about them like, oh, what is Pak doing in Burma? You know what I mean? So for me, it's an affirmation of something I already feel. What is the main message for you?
Well, I think that's a great way to look at, but yeah, it's just I think just a great message that, it's a marvelous location and just you know, the the I think all these messages are just sum it up perfectly about, everything we've discussed today about I think it wraps it up well. So with that, do you want to go into the closing thoughts?
Yeah, we got more good news for you people. One more closing thought of good news. This was from March 19th of 2025. Now is the time for humanity to rise from their slumber. Go forth and conquer, for that is what the one desires. That is what you desire. That is what we all desire for you. To move forth within the multiplicity of realities, to conquer yourself so that you may rejoin with all those who have achieved similar achievements. Rest and be well, we shall be near.
Go
It's like
forth
a
and
deep
conquer.
sigh.
Yes. Great message. So everyone go forth and conquer, for that is what the one desires. I love it. So
Yeah. So everybody have a great week and we'll talk to you next week.